Hey YouTube land, I'm Lenny here with another review, the Hoka Napali. Now I went into the running store and I was calling it the Napali like I did on my initial thought review when I first put on the shoe and ran in it. And a gentleman that I used to work with called it the Napali, so I'm calling it the Napali, and I think that's actually how it's supposed to be pronounced. But here we go. So this shoe comes in at about 9.5 ounces, which is really light. It's very price point, so I got this for $90, and it was free 2-day ship. And if you're not familiar with that website, I guess kind of a hint. Free 2-day ship, of course. It's a good website, but yeah. So at 90 bucks and very light, and I got 40 miles in this shoe already. I busted my butt to get those out. You know, I mean, I'm not a professional runner or anything, so, you know, I can't just go, 2-3 days and get 40 miles. It took me about 5 days. But I'm happy to report, I mean, this is one of the best Hoka shoes I've ever run in. A lot of people were calling it the Clifton 3, and they were saying it's kind of the relaunch of that, or it was the Clifton 4 that should have been. I found it to be more like the Clifton 1 on the last. Maybe they built, it's almost like they have changed the manufacturer. And the last of the shoe, they went back to the Clifton 1. And on the top of this shoe, yeah, is it like the Clifton 3? Yeah, but I think it's different. It just has a different feel. It kind of got that thickness up top, but it's also breathable. One thing I did notice about the shoe is the heel cup is a little less as deep. Just overall, even in the last shoe that I ran in, that was a Hoka Stinson 4, that shoe was a little less deep in the heel cup. Which I always like that deeper heel cup that Hoka came with, but I think they did that to reduce weight. And I'm not getting no heel slippage. I've never got heel slippage in Hokas, even if I go up a size. And that's because of that great heel cup that they have. So great heel cup, great secure fit. Now on sizing, I felt that, I got this in 11.5 because I read a review and they said that they wore a half size up in the Clifton 3. And I did too. And so I was like, well, I'll just go with my usual size 11.5, see how it goes. Put my feet in the shoes. I was like, well, there's a little space. I could work with it. And went for a few runs, no toes hitting the front or anything. And at 9.5 ounces for the 11.5, I felt like that's perfect. And the size is pretty perfect. I mean, did my feet swell up a little bit? Yeah. Did it create any issues? Not necessarily. Now, I did notice, though, that around mile 1 and 2, I did get a little big toe numbness a little bit, and I think it's just because the shoe's a little narrow and I had some thick socks on, or medium to thick socks on. It didn't last that long. It didn't last the whole run. I know some people have had that issue where they run in a shoe and it lasts forever, that numbness, but this kind of went away and it felt pretty good after that. I mean, it would kind of subside, and then after that I haven't got that anymore, even with thicker socks, so it kind of broke in very well. Breathable upper. Now the tongue is a little short for my liking, so it doesn't even come up over this part of the shoe. So that's something that I'm not really a fan of. But hey, if they're reducing weight that way, and it doesn't have that thin tongue like Clifton 1, so yeah, I mean maybe more like Clifton 3 up top. And the ride was soft right out the box. Like I felt it to be soft. Now after a few miles, it kind of squinched down and got firm. Later in runs, but that's about it. And it comes with this traditional Hoka lacing system, just kind of that flat lace, and that's about it. No real like wires or anything like crazy, just that's that normal kind of lacing. Now with the sizing, I did notice that the arch was kind of in the wrong place, and if I had a chance I would really like to run in the 12, but that would only be a training shoe. Like, it would definitely be around 10 ounces because every half size you up is about half an ounce. And, I would really like to try it. Was this too small for me? No. Would I have liked to use the extra space? Yes. So yeah, I mean, I just felt like I sat more up top here and I felt like I was real secure and locked down. And, maybe that's just because of the sizing, but I had no blisters. And the Hoka Stinson 4, I got blisters, my toes rubbed together. And it's just an amazing shoe. I felt really good. I mean, this is one of the best shoes I've tried right off the bat. No knee pain. I usually get a hip issue when I run in Hokas, just from it being, I guess, the stack height being unstable and kind of wobble in my hips and not realizing it. I sat down in my lower chair today, got back up, and I didn't feel much. Now, this is kind of a weird kind of thing that I'm going to add to my review. Now, I love new smell shoes, so I'm just like, when I get them, and it smelled like the Clifton 1. Now, that's kind of weird, but I mean, that's why I'm wondering if they went back to the same last, the Clifton 1 last, maybe, or maybe I'm wrong, and then they kind of just threw a different upper, maybe more like a Clifton 3, but definitely Clifton 3 was like an ounce and a half heavier. So to me, it's not even like a remake of the Clifton 3. This should be called the Clifton 4, of course, or maybe the Clifton 5. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the shoe besides it being fantastic. Fantastic ride. 40 miles down. Now, I was thinking about how durability is going to hold up. Now, it has that traditional Hoka type deal there, where it's just kind of exposed EVA, and then it kind of gets these pods down here that don't get really messed up anymore on their shoes, and this part is definitely getting messed up. I definitely feel like the shoe's cushioning will definitely break down. I'd give it like 200, 300 miles. I wouldn't give durability that high on this shoe, and just being the price point that it is, it's probably made more cheaply. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. I mean, was it responsive? I mean, I kind of got that feel just because it was so light, but I think that was just a mirage of the shoe just feeling so good and me feeling like I had pop in my step for it being so light. So I could wait for you guys and then show you how much it weighs exactly. I had 9.5 when I first got it, and then let me turn this on. So this is the left shoe. Let me see here. 9.5, just like I said. Now I want to weigh the right one. Let me see if I can get it up over here. 9.5. Let's see if I can get the right shoe. Sorry. Oh, come on. Some blurriness going. Oh, 9.3. Wow, that's a trip. Oh, 9.4 there. That's more realistic. Yeah, so a little lighter the right shoe. So that maybe that's makes sense of why I'm like kind of running sideways. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, this is the review of the Hoka Napali. I hope you like it. Please check it out. Make sure and check out your sizing first before you go in to before you get it online, because like I said, I mean, it's almost on the cusp of being too small, the 11.5. But that's about it. I mean, one of the best rides ever in my opinion, and I would definitely wear the size 11.5 for race day. So hope you liked. If I missed anything, I'll put it in the description. You guys have a good day. See y'all.